Morning. So working on taking this bumper cover apart and ran into a few issues. There are bolts up in here coming from this side, 10mm bolts, and also all the way down this edge and under here. So you can't really see them. You got to take the cover off in order to get up in there to take these bolts apart for this right here, and then all up inside here there's bolts in there. So you got to get those out. Whoops. Got to get those out or she's not coming apart. So working on getting those apart. Yeah, not much fun. Also ran into that half of the push pin, I guess they just call them push pins, are missing on the inner fender well and also on the top of the bumper. So I've got those on order. So hopefully those come in today or tomorrow. So moving on. So I'm going in here and getting the inner fender bolts now. That's bolts, they're screws. They're go from the inner fender to the fascia. Screw. All right, so got to remove the blinker bolts right here. There's one there and a 10mm out here. So this is let's see what size it is. Number 7. So that's number 7mm. And then you've got two 10mm bolts here and then one 10mm on the top up in here. So one in here, two in here, and then this will come loose. Inner fender well push pins and removal tool. I also have these other tools, but this one works really good. It's really sharp, gets in there easily. So Harbor Freight, get a whole pack of these things. They're great for not marring things up, and they're pretty sharp. So worked on those. Hey, baby's hot. That Torx bit is a T20 that takes that out. So, yep. See that? Yeah. Makes the day go fast. Two screws down here that got to come out, and then two screws down here, which are Torx bit. So you got to get those out. This one is torn out from the back. I don't know why. So we'll have to get those apart, and then the inner fender well just comes right out. Okay, removing these little cups that go around the marker or the fog lights. So you've got these little clips here. You've got to pry out the center, and there's 5 of them. And then you take a tool like this, and then you push down inside. And when you push that inside, it pushes this away and then takes this out. Yeah, I'm going to recondition these while I got them out. I also found rust holes in my bumper, the inner bumper. So the inner bumper, yeah, that's got to be replaced. So I got to find a new inner bumper in the next 2 days. We'll see. I'll put my best guy on it. Side marker lights. You've got a little plastic thing to push in here, and once that comes out, it pulls right out and pulls this way. Like that. Comes out like that, and then rotate it to get the light out. Hard to do with one hand. Rotate it. Pops out. Just got these little indents there to twist, and then push this through. Ta-da! Lens is off. Alright, now I have to remove the wiring harness. These things just clip on here. And then it comes out of these little grooves like that. Make sure you take pictures of how it goes in there, or video like I'm doing, and then you just pick up this and then it just puts right back in. So I'm going to set this down over here. Now I've got this section here to take out, and then I've got the SS emblem, the Chevy emblem, and I think that's it out of this bumper cover. So these just pry off and pop out, so not a big deal with those. Okay, so the trick to get these out is pull or push this screwdriver in here and pull up. And yes, it's sharp, and doing it with a camera with one hand is a good way to get cut, just in case you were wondering. Okay, lower grill. Now I've got the SS emblem to work my way out. So let me get that. I don't want to break it, so I'm going to use both hands. So you'll just have to wait. Okay, so the SS emblem right here, you take one side loose, and then it kind of just fits through the grill. So just like a backing nut that holds it. So that's the SS emblem. You can fit that to the grill before you go to put it in, obviously. So we have the basically the same thing here. It's just got to be, looks like the inside is the pusher, and then push down on it. And there's 4 of those. No, excuse me. Yeah, 2 little ones, 2 outer ones. So just got to take these little plastic nuts loose to get the bottom spoiler edge off, and then make sure you get all your clips out of here. So you're going to need these lower clips for the screws. Morning, everybody. So I am back on the Camaro today, and the good old bumper finally showed up from Amazon, only a week and a half late. So I'm going to pull it out of the package now and see what I have to do to prep it. The other one was powder coated, the one from the factory, but I've heard these come without paint at all. So let's see what we got here. Milwaukee. So yeah, this is totally unpainted, so I'm gonna have to get after painting this thing so I can get it mounted on the car, because yeah, this sucks. So alright, well, gonna have to get it sanded and prepped and ready to paint today. I was hoping to mount it, but not gonna happen today. Got to go to the other shop and get it going. Okay, I'm in the other shop and I moved the bumper over so I got room, and I'm gonna have to scuff this and then get some primer on it, and then I'm gonna pour 15 it, and then I'll be ready to put it on. So today is a day of prep. I was hoping to start assembling, but that doesn't look like that's happening. So here we go. I'm gonna get the sander over here, and I'm going to sand on it real quick so it's all got a nice little rough surface, and then I'm going to go after and paint it. 80 grit, that's what I'm using on here. All right, now I got to get a handheld 80 grit, get in here and scuff inside because, yeah, I can't reach it. So this bumper, yeah, it's hidden from everything. Really doesn't show anywhere. Can't see it. It's full of, I don't know, little dents from manufacturer. And I'm probably being anal doing this, but I don't want to have to replace it again. Okay. Yippee. EDP, it's great stuff. Great stuff, I tell you. Home Depot sprayers, junk. Don't waste your money on these things. Okay, I'm using paint prep and just liberally going over it. Getting it all clean. Okay, I'll cut my fingers off on that. So I'm using U-Pool etching primer. It's not going to get sanded or anything beyond what I did right here. And I want to get a good primer underneath the 415. All right, flipped it over. Now I'm going to do the front. This is what's exposed to the road. All right, let that flash off, and then we'll put the pour 15 on it. So I'm putting some good old pour 15 on it now. Got a chance, I ran some errands, came back, it was all dry. So now I'm putting a coat of pour 15 on it. One thing about pour 15, if you don't want to get it on something, you will. And then undoubtedly you'll miss it somewhere. All right, I think that'll do it. So I bought all these pins on Amazon, and it was like, I don't know, $13 or something like that. Well worth the money. These were the pins that were all missing. They look like this. They were all gone in the top. So those are all back together now. The other ones that were missing, yeah, they looked a little bit different. And those are like these, which go in the wheel wells. All right. So I think I'm going to cut that off right here today. The rest of what I have to do is pour 15 and reassemble the wheel wells. So I'm not going to continue that in this video. That will be in a later video for pour 15 the subframe. So I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for joining me. Shadows are horrible. Mid right there. Okay, thanks for joining me. I have to say this project turned out awesome. My painter did a fantastic job. Yeah, I can't say enough about that. Bumper cover fits really good. Didn't have to do any trimming, didn't have to do anything. So this aftermarket bumper cover that the guy who had this Camaro before me bought turned out great. So call that a win. Have a good day.